Hi. Yeah, now the sound is back. Nice, we will see for all of them. Okay. I don't have a plan. It was some while ago since I spoke. Also, I've had no, not since I spoke. Hello, someone. Since I did a little audio, I've been I had a cold for a week or so my voice couldn't even do it then. So, but now it's back. And I was supposedly going to a party this night. I don't used to do that. It was like, well, maybe 25 years ago. It was like long ago. I have not missed that. I'm not a party person like that. Yeah, I actually very much am when I do, but it was long ago. And yeah, I like things calm. Anyways, I was supposed to go. But then yesterday, my dad's wife passed away at 10 in the evening. She had cancer in the liver, and they just found out like a month ago. It had been so quick, but they had a lot of help, and some of her kids and even a tiny newest grandkid was there. And they lit some candles around. Everything's, I mean, yeah, I guess in a way it's good if it's quick. If someone's, I mean, she didn't really suffer in that. She had a lot of, she wasn't afraid, and she had a lot of, things so she wouldn't feel pain and so on. So she mainly slept, and yeah. But anyways, it just feels somewhat, yeah, I don't know. I would wish if the people would party one day when I pass on, actually, but still, I feel like I prefer not to now. Also, I want to be there for my dad. We're going to meet up with him. So, yeah. But I've never heard even about, who knows for how long it was before, but when they checked, it had increased extremely much just from one check to the other. So it was like raging fire. This was really quick process. And yeah. So and I feel really relieved to not go to party, actually. So part of me would want to, but then again, I'm very lazy as well. I think I have a hard time with just superficial talk and stuff. Not a hard time. I could do it, but not for long. If it's too much of that, then I start to act out, I think. I start to say strange things, and just to even entertain myself, kind of. Well, so yeah, and I thought about having a little oracle booth in a corner or something to feel at home there, but yeah. No, it would have been fun, actually, also to meet some people that I don't meet up with a lot and talk to them and so. But yeah, I don't know. It feels really better now to stay at home. So anyways, I thought I could talk here then. Yeah. What else? Yeah, well, I have some cards here if anyone comes in, so I'll sit here, maybe ramble. Maybe I really need to use the cards now. Otherwise, I don't know what to talk about. Maybe the cards give me an input of some sorts. I have the Voodoo Tarot here, and I have also Right, a white little. I have a tiny, not yeah. I have a super tiny deck. You've seen it maybe, but I have a middle tiny deck that I used to carry around because if I stumble upon someone who needs some cards, no one needs cards. But if they would want it, so I will take some. If anyone, I will maybe like choose a number, 1, 2, or 3, and then I will pick some cards for each of those, so that it will be a little bit personalized for you. For the number ones, I will have these cards. This is the Fool and a 6 of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. So what I see here for you is that it's really a new journey. I want to pick a lot of cards for myself. Actually, I have a lot of questions, but I won't right now. I could choose a pile myself. Yeah. So the huge change here that is going on is that this is the start of a new life for you, and you don't look back, and you have a very positive mindset for it. And well, you may look back when it comes to this 6 of Cups, but just in a positive. I mean, remembering positive things and memories and such, and like fondly cherish them, the love that have been shared and so on before. And now I actually think of my dad when I see these cards. But this could go as far back as childhood, actually, because I think this the Fool is like free, liberated, and carry this white flower, very innocent and optimistic, looking towards the future, not afraid, and yeah, adventurous in a very positive way. And I think the love that have been poured into you, maybe as a kid or whenever, have made you confident even when you don't have a safety net and go out on whatever new adventures in your life. You don't feel a need to save up a lot and have a lot of things and so on to feel secure. Also, you trust very much that you will be you will get what you need. Yeah, that you are kind of held by the universe. And then the Ace of Pentacles, this is like a seed that you could plant. And this is a seed of abundance on all levels, but this obviously, like all pentacles, it's like a coin. So this is like material abundance as well. But this is still just a seed, so it have not manifested yet, not at least not on all levels for you. But you feel, I guess, abundant inside if you look at that Fool. I mean, the Fool here is a positive word. The Fool is like, in a way, kind of it's like the inner child in you again have wings, sort of, or you reconnect with how it could feel in a positive sense as a kid. Yeah, this is very happy cards for you, and you can trust, and you, of course, you need to have some. You need to listen also if there are like warnings, but maybe you won't, and then you will stumble a bit, but you will be fine also. There are no worries. You are held on your journey. There is nothing to fear here. Only good things. That's it mainly for you. Number ones. Then I will take cards for number 2. And if you know, maybe it's to go too far to ask you to have a question, just pick a pile. I don't know what comes up here. To you who choose pile number 2. I hope I don't drop them. I long to get a really good camera and do videos, like show videos. But now it is what it is. Maybe it will change very soon. We'll see what happens. Pile number 2, maybe you need some other deck, because this doesn't seem to want to talk much with me. No, you need another deck. So maybe I should do some voodoo cards for you. Are you up for that? I mean, voodoo is, I have one of my spirit guides. Was when he was alive, a voodoo priest in Haiti. I didn't know him then, but he came to me in spirit. And I know his living relatives a little bit, and I had no clue, but he presented himself. Oh, sorry, bumping in here. He presented himself and so on. So, yeah. And I mean, obviously, like everything else, everything can be misused, but it's oh, shit. Oh, now my cat will wake up. Something just did glide off here. Anyway, so it's a positive. I mean, this is a healing practice. This is spiritual practice, very much connected to working with ancestors. And yeah, so I will pick. We'll see if this deck want to talk to you. No, pile number 2. Maybe no one wants to talk to you. Yeah, they do. Let's see now. First, we have. There are actually 3 cards for you as well here. I need to put them somewhere, not dropping everything. So we have 6 of actually water, like 6 of cups, as the previous one as well. So maybe it took 2 piles, but here it is. Shilibo Novo. I can't say these words because it's like half Novo Dani. This is like Frenchish words, and I can't even read them. But then we have the Emperor, you can say, or Loco is called here in this. That's like someone that is a little bit loco. No, I will read about it for you, but it's the second card here. And then we have also another major arcana, which is number 11, which is secret societies. So I can describe him a little bit. And 6 of Cups, she's like almost dancing as if she heard inner music. She's naked, dancing in the ocean with fire flying from her hand. I mean, fiery hands, but at the same time, I mean, there are spirits coming out of her hands. You could say it seems like it shows, but they also look like this water energy. And there is sunlight, and she's really happy here. So it's the same emotion kind of that I wanted to describe for those who chose pile 1. Yeah, it's a very happy, liberating, and also very innocent. She's very into herself, like just dancing, enjoying herself, and feeling happy being here and enjoying the senses and the connection with it all. Honestly, with the sun, the water, the ocean, everything. So that's a really good thing. And then the Empress and number 11, which is here called secret societies, and usually it's justice in traditional tarot, justice or strength. And I think I need to read these for you, but in the local card here, it's like sitting inside of a, not like a tent, but some little sort of whatever they would call it, with an opening, a smaller square opening to the sky, where one of those trees here pass through. And maybe this could be about like someone pushing beyond the limits a little bit, and that's why it's called loco, maybe. Yeah, we will see. But it's the opening, so maybe this is like, yeah, I will read about it though. But then in the Secret Society card, there is a woman. I don't know if her hands are tied here, I think, behind her back. And she looks into a forest with trees, and behind the trees, or beneath the trees, there are like various creatures looking at her, like their eyes are very clear. Her faces, they are like looking back. And I should think she's pretty curious about this, but in some way or another, she can't really. I think she need to. Maybe this is the message to you, you who chose number 2, to liberate yourself, as in this first card, to just throw off all the roles. She have this also white thing on her head, like with a knot, they keep it on like a shawl, like on her head, and white clothes all together and everything. Maybe she tries to also be very, very pure, and I think you need to throw away all the roles or the things you think you need to live up to or be, or it's almost also like as if she would want to be accepted by these in the secret society here, or yeah, approved of. And yeah, I think she should just let go of all kinds of ideas and just be herself, sort of. But I will read the loco and a little bit of that and the secret society card, because these are quite different from traditional tarots, and I don't use them a lot. The only times I even use these kinds of things, mainly, sometimes people ask me, so I meet them and do card readings, but mainly it's here or on Facebook or so. So I don't really get to know all my decks because, as I said many times, I'm mainly a psychic where I don't use cards. And as usual, I don't have a lot of light here. Maybe I could turn off the flash on the phone so I can see what I read. So let's see. Loco, Will the Emperor, and the divination is about protection, ambition, victory, strife, conquest, and war. The nature of will, where the will finds its origin and upon what ground it gathers power. So this could be both like sort of a warning in it, and also the square. It's a 4, to not be too square, to have an opening to the spirit or to things unknown, and not be too stuck and rigid. But then again, the whole loco word make me think that this person may not be. Let's see. Loco is the raisin or root, lua. Oh, that's a name for lua. I didn't know that. Or lua, or whatever people say. Who walks with Aisan. He is a guardian of the Humfor and of a variety of the objects it houses. As Aisan can be described as love, especially in the spiritual sense, Loco can be described as will in the sense of driving force of magical acts. Yeah, about the secret societies as well. I think you are a very spiritual person overall. If Aisan is identified as the womb, then Loco is the phallus. The aspect of Loco depicted in this card shows him looking down through through the parted canopy of the forest onto a pole. In the context of the Humfor or voodoo temple, that is what this was representing, yeah. This pole is a central feature and a means through which the Loa may enter. Beautiful. A butterfly moving about the card signifies Loco as a guardian of vegetation and one who possesses a profound knowledge of herbs and roots used in curing disease. His attributes include healing and protection. He is the protector of the center pole and of the whip used in the more militant Petro voodoo rites. He is a guardian of forests and trees. Compared to Aizan, the work he performs are more physical, more dense. Loco is said to have called the first dead from the waters, so he is privy to the mysteries of death. This is very beautiful. I just, maybe I'm wrong, but does not Loco like mean you are a little bit, I don't know. Oh, kind of lost. I maybe misunderstood that. I'm sorry, but it seems really, really awesome. And you probably channel things and so on, I would say. Then we have secret societies, and sorry that I bump into everything. Like always, I don't plan these. Also, I just realized just suddenly that I could make the sound work here then. So that is about balance, justice, adjustment. Secret societies live more in the heart than in the world. Their presence moves through the night of the soul along paths that reach into even the most solitary of places. Iron bars fail at their touch. The night and those who live within it claim the honor and respect due to that which hunts in the deepest tunnels of the soul. This is very beautiful. And I think I didn't understand this. Maybe I don't still, but I really didn't understand these parts recently, or at all, actually, almost. The night and those who live within it claim the honor and respect due to that which hunts in the deepest tunnels of the soul. Yeah, that's a good thing. The type of secret society referred to in this card exists more in psychic and psychological dimensions than on a physical plane. There are those who seek to maintain balance in the world through clandestine, I don't know that word really what it means, or how would you say it? Censure, magic, or force of arms. While their power is great, especially in a land like Haiti, the true power to maintain the balance necessary. Need to change page. For the continuation of life is found within rather without than without. Well, anyway, however I read that. When the spirit of community or tradition is violated, something ancient rises to swing the scales back to equilibrium. This card portrays 6 wild beasts looking at a kneeling woman. She is in a clearing, and the beasts look on from a swampy jungle. She is dressed in blue and white, mainly white, as I can see, but I didn't. Yeah, well, anyway. Blue and white, colors associated with Agwe and the cleansing powers of the sea. Or power. Yeah, that is the first card there. There is something that needs to be cleansed here. Her hands are loosely tied behind her back. On a very deep level, it is her choice to be in the clearing. The ropes do not bind her. Their function is more to remind than to restrict. In her hands she holds a gardi, a packet that has been charged with the power of protection by a mambo or huangan. It is a sign of her innocence. The beasts stand and watch. This is the moment before judgment. All is held in a crystalline stillness. The attention of the beasts is aroused, but their attitude is more that of interest than either vengeance or acknowledgement of innocence. The beasts look on. They bear the aspect of Loup Garou and arise from the deepest levels of human experience. The severest judgment is internal. When the ancestors cry out and lift themselves from the swamp, wearing the bodies of powerful beasts, transgression can find no place, and the transgressor can find no peace. Attributes of this card include a righting of or balancing of affairs. This restoration of of equilibrium takes place on both a very large and a very small scale. Most of the time, this necessary flux is not even noticed, only aberration rises to conscious appreciation. The moment when all hangs in the balance, cases of law, cases of conscience, pangs of conscience calling one to action, recourse to the ancestors for a decision in the matter at hand. Go deeply within, shifting through the shards of broken, ill-formed experience. Move past regret and then past judgment to an appreciation of the past, of the part these experiences play in the elegant balance of the universe, both within and without. Wow, this was powerful cards for you, really. So there is a cleansing needed, and also some sort of choice, I would say, and obviously these cards connect very much with ancestry and so on. But I think you should ask for guidance from them because they try to give you guidance, but you may not. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure if you listen or not, but yeah, but there is an opening. You have a receptivity. You need to really free yourself from something. That is the Six of Cups for you, very much. Liberate yourself. And also, when I think about it, then it's almost like you are not a victim, but the woman here standing in this little clearing, but it's a lot of vegetables around her, and these staring at her without like moving towards her or backing down. They are less like, they don't give any sign of emotion like that, but they are aware of her, very much so, checking her. Why do you want to be in this? Because you choose it somehow. But the ancestors, they have your back. They want to guide you. I also think that, I mean, I interpret this in so many ways now. Aside from maybe you just needed to hear what I read there about the message in the card. But also in this, I see that maybe she's waiting for some sort of maybe she's waiting for them to actually accept her innocence. That's why she's staying in that place, because she knows she wear this white, bluish maybe, but mainly white dress, and yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know if I can interpret this so much more. But the will, I didn't know that Lockham meant will. Yeah. It's almost like you could take on like the will of heaven, or whatever you would say, the will of the spirit world. But it still, to me, it still seems, compared to this first card where she dances happily by herself, just focusing on what she's enjoying in her life, then she's constantly standing in a position of judgment, sort of like as if these creatures and whatever are looking at her, and she is constantly at a court, let's say, and waiting for their judgment. And why? I think the advice here is to leave this behind and just wash it away, even if they, just ignore. Focus on you, on yourself, and yeah, you, as I said, whereas the cards that also say, you, the spirits know that you're innocent, and that's the important thing. So don't continue to judge yourself or let others do so. We all stumble and so on. You can love yourself and enjoy yourself and let the past be, let go. You don't need anyone else's approval. You know who you are. So I think also about the chakras and the spine here, how you can bring this divinity down through yourself also, and through your own happiness and enjoyment. You also spread this light of life and love and so on, and not so much in this position of, it's almost like, because she have her back turned to the, like, the one who sees the card, this one who looks into the woods, and it's almost like she turns her back on herself. The other one have her naked body facing me, looking at the card. So I think it's about facing yourself. I mean, yeah, being your own best friend. It's a very, very interesting card, these, for you. And I feel that there are many layers and many meanings to these. But you have a strong power, like all emperors obviously have, and the capacity to spread it in many different directions. The things that you may channel, or however you spread this love and light. Yeah. No, you need to maybe do some ceremony or something, preferably with water, or maybe salt and water, like in the ocean, and just have the intent of letting all this go. You know, I feel that this is such a waste of energy focusing on this. Because even if others, this may also represent people around you and so on, even if they don't believe in your innocence or see you as innocent, they still don't, these, as it describes, don't judge you as well. They don't know. They just they just like check you, and they haven't like decided to like see you in a negative way. They're just in the center of that balance, like it doesn't sway to the negative or the positive. They're just like, who knows, kind of thing. Yeah, I could go on and on about these cards actually, because but I think this liberation, and even with the butterflies here, that's what's needed, and let go. And even some ties can be, as she's loosely, her hands is tied up, are very, yeah, as it said there, they could be as a reminder rather than restriction. They are there to help you recognize things so you can turn in a direction that is good for you. Yeah. And you have the capacity to do whatever you like and create in your life in all manners. You're very, very competent and strong and have strong willpower, obviously. And you will not be judged in a negative way. Maybe not like freed, but not judged. It will go well because, yeah, the universe kind of have your back. I won't keep talking about that, but I want to kind of. All right, so then pile number 3. I will continue with these and see if they want to talk to pile number 3 with this card also. Yes, they do. But it's more difficult because these are so in depth. I could meditate. It's not really that. Yeah, I've learned to enjoy the cards visuals as well, but it's not so much that. So as yeah, it's in the images as well. But I don't know. They are like very, very deep. It's like I see different things deeper and deeper if I look into them. But then again, pile number 3, you got 4 cards. So, and the last card, actually, I start with that, strangely, is this Secret Societies and number 11 again. So maybe number 2 and number 3 took 2 piles, or maybe you even took all these because the 6 of Cups were in the first and the second. So, but then again, that is the only major arcana in this pile. So yeah, I would say that it's pretty much the same message here as I just talked about in that sense. And this is also the first card, as with the 6 of Cups, they're dancing in the water. Here is someone dancing in fire. It's like green fire, but she is very, like, I would say positively possessed maybe, and she have this pink dress and knives in her hands. And it's 7 of fire. Ursuli Le Flambeau. And then we have 2 of Santerias, 2 of Earth, which is Olofi. And this is someone that is pregnant with a totally new world. It's like she holds her hand on her pregnant belly. She's also very content and naked and have spirits all around her. And the belly like is portrayed as the earth itself. So she's giving birth to a whole new world of sorts. And then we have also 1 of fire, Petro, and Dambala La Flambeau, which is this fiery snake in this deck. Very, I mean, this is like highly spiritual energy. So the likeness of us with pile number 2 is this whole first card of this liberated dancer, compared to this one holding her hands behind her back and waiting for judgment, waiting for them to choose for her, sort of. It's like she denies her own power a little bit here. I mean, I know that the exact definition of the cards and what they meant these in the first is different, but it seems like that is the case here, though, that she, as if she have to comply a little bit to their way of seeing it, but she doesn't really. She could like free herself and in her own mind, you know? So, yeah. But I think this is very much a new start also with the first card, first pile, I mean. All of these, I think, you could go together in a way, right? Maybe I won't read about the last card, obviously, but that is the most important to listen into the guidance of the ancestors. Yeah, they are trying to guide you, but then also these other minor arcana cards have something to say to you as well. So we will see. Um, yeah, now I need this flashlight again. Oh, why do I never plan this? Yeah, right. 7 of fire. And we'll see. 7, 7. Now we're close. Here she is. A forceful and decisive action in the matter at hand, bringing to bear the full force of emotional involvement in the situation. Swift emotional ordeals leading to a refinement of personality or spiritual essence. Rage. Persons united by rage. Wow, because of these knives she hold in her hands. Interesting. Rage and hate binds you to your object as closely as does great love. Hate and love are both sides of the coin whose denomination is union. Will is the name of the hand that distributes these coins. Yeah. Wow. And you had the will. Maybe you didn't take the pile number 2 also, but there was the lock of the wheel. Wow, interesting. Yeah, but the thing is, here the ancestors have already liberated this, at least for pile number 2. We'll see how it goes here. I really need to read this whole section, I think, and it's the sigil here is like a heart. So I think this is a very loving card, though. Ursule La Flambeau burns with the fires of an overwhelming passion. Her rage rips at the fabric of existence. Ursule La Flambeau is the torch that lights the way, burning through all resistance. She is the final resting place for all such emotions. In her heart they flower. Wow, and in her actions they are spent. Destruction often must precede construction. Sometimes the world and its things must be ground into fragments for the good to be freed. The dance of Ursule La Flambeau is one of such grinding. This grinding is an attribute shared with Ursule. I won't even say these Frenchish names, but anyway, Ursule of the Red Eyes. The eyes of this Ursule burn like the torch of La Flambeau. In Divine Horseman, Maya Deren speculated that Ursule of the red eyes has syncretized attributes of the Carib corn deity, a wrathful deity who is apt to grind people as she is to grind corn. The card depicts a woman dancing upon and thus grinding ears of corn. Her dance creates food from raw agricultural products. She is the corn mother, and as such she is capable of creating the energy necessary to transform base products into foods. The transformation she effects is swift and violent. The air around her churns with the movement of her legs and the knives she holds. A primary attribute of this Ursule is fury. She is the berserker armored by fury, equally capable of grinding corn or those who eat it. Yeah, this is violent. 7 of Wands. Wow. Or fire actually here. All right, we will move on and see, because there is also this Earth card, Two of Santeria. If I can see how they go together, these cards. Oh, I don't want to cough. I need to maybe pause and do that. So I need to mute it and cough a bit. All right, Olofi. Change, especially the change that brings stability to a situation or relationship. Okay. So this is like a balancing force. The earth calms this fire, I think. Ashe manifesting as change and change as stability. Usually that doesn't really, here's like a go together. I was going to say it used to be changed, bring things a little bit unstable for a moment. But anyways, here is like different circular images in the sigil and star. Silence hangs like a veil. Within the silence, a trinity of Orisha move. They are the first. They wield the power of Ashe, the lifeblood of the universe. Oh, I just skipped several names here. And Olofi move within the unspeakable greatness of Olodumare, the unknowable source of all being. Olodumare brings forth life of the earth. The new life fails due to pride. The planet is wiped clean, and once again the beginnings of life are introduced. Two spirits of the great Olodumare, Nzalam and Baba Nkawa, anyway, leave the leave to continue their work elsewhere. The Orisha Olofi remains. Olofi is the personal deity of this planet. Beautiful. This is like Mother Earth, Pachamama. The Ashe that flows through these Orisha's veins also flows through every moving, living, or creative element of Earth. This card shows a pregnant woman suspended in space. The Earth forms and swells within her belly. Spirits swirl around her, and the planets seem to have gathered to watch and pay respect to the act of her giving birth. The Orisha Olofi, so strongly connected to creation, is represented by this star mother. It's like the same spirit than the star and the earth. One attribute of Ashe shows itself in the world as change. Stability is a process of change. Any sense of perception of stability is found upon examination to be the result of an ongoing flux. Interesting. This flux is necessary to maintain the dynamic balance of elements we perceive as stability or solidity. Yeah. So the next is the last I will read here is the first. The first, but the Ace of Fire, the unmanifested fire. Fire is also spirit and love and everything. Although here it was very much rage then, but we will see. Four aces is here. What wasn't it? One of fire. How did I miss this? Yeah, here it is. Okay, let's see. Petrifier, Dambala, La Flambeau. Natural force, strength, and energy are available for use. If the reading indicates a position by this card, the questioner may expect to meet with strong antagonism. Yeah, this is like rage, but it can also be balanced, and it also says that it will be wiped away. I mean, as it said in the previous card, that new life will come, and the ones who can't care for life and so on will be swept away and to continue somewhere else. So let's see. Dambala climbing the center pole of the voodoo temple, as we had in the previous reading, the voodoo temple there. An outward sign or manifestation of the Kundalini of the East rising up the spine, as I thought it would represent the spine, this central pole. In this card, Damballa blazes with the fires of life. Damballa's eyes and body are red to show that in this manifestation he is all fire and force, pure active energy. Here the fire-breathing serpent begins to meld with the attributes of the dragon. The primary attribute of this card is the vigor of fire. Yeah, so, and this is also needed for our ascension and our development. Even things we meet that we won't like sometimes, they obviously push us, and we probably have, in one way or another, consciously or not, asked for it to broaden our vision and experiences and gain more awareness. So, but yeah, in this, this is very much. It's like somehow it's very much fire, and I think this needs to cool down. It can't last one way or another. It needs to cool down, and maybe in this judge, I mean, it will. What it says in the judgment card, generally, is that it will be just. I mean, justice will be served in a just manner. So those who do harm will not be able to continue to do harm, if so. And I mean, they are like checked in turn. But yeah, and those who may have been judged unfairly will be resurrected and do have the support of this Star Mother or Pachamama also. So yeah, I guess this is what it says, and there is no the punishment is in the minds of heated emotions, like, and so. But the greater forces of spirit, they are. I mean, we can tap into and use like the fire of the dragon or the energy Kundalini or so on, and then we can direct it in a creative or destructive way. But in itself, it's just like the elements. It's just energy. Pure energy is always, in a sense, both innocent but positive. So this one of fire also means that there is much more fire there in a way, because this is strongest. This is the potential where it's the core of fire, the element of fire. So, but there is a lot of antagonism around. Maybe these are the ones looking at the woman, but for now, not really making a clear decision whether or not freeing her, not condemning her. Like, so for pile number 3, this is the advice I would see in these cards is to cool that fire, to take care of yourself and others, and rather protect and care for life. And you will also be surrounded by protection and protective spirits as well. And you will be seen in a fairly fair manner in due time anyway, because right now it seems like some may be very much, if it's not you then that are then others that are very angry. I mean, it's not even anger, it's like rage. They are really furious. And they may also direct it, who knows? But they will become more aware. They might direct it in a wrong way. Yeah, but there is potential sort of danger here. So as they say, don't play with fire. I mean, take care not to bring more heat into this. Don't. That's maybe the symbolic message with her arms behind the back in this pile, tied loosely, because don't, like, I just be, and no, don't push anything, don't do much, like just let it be, and things will take care of themselves in some way or another. It will be just, you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, so much strong energy that needs to, like, have some outlet, I see. Yeah. Yeah. And this, I think the rage may come from a place of protection. I mean, an ambition to protect. But then again, if you harm while you intend to protect, maybe that could go really wrong, especially if you are so, like, blinded by it. She have like these the green fire, like in her eyelashes or eyebrow or whatever. So I don't think she see clearly through her rage. She needs to calm down to really know and see clearly what she's doing. This woman, yeah. So yeah, it was good talking to you for a little while. Take care, and I hope your pilot gave you what you needed to hear right now. And yeah, feel free to comment and check in again. And I kind of long to do this more, not so randomly, but yeah, we will see how it goes. For now, anyways, there were some. Maybe I should pull some messages from these. What about love here? I will pick a message to myself. Maybe it's for you too. And I will tell you. How about that? How about love? I mean, love is all around. Of course it is. And the love within it. No, they don't want to speak with me, these cards, right now. They said their piece and they think I'm silly doing this. I can really feel the difference of spirits that I work with when I touch some cards. Because the Loas, or these connected to voodoo spirits and so, they are very, very physical. I have super strong respect for these spirits. I love them dearly, but I also respect them. Like, yeah, they are so physical in their manifestations, and they are so clear. There's no messing around with these. I don't mess around with any of them, but yeah. Oh, let's see now. From these other, like, Rider White kind of things, I got the Six of Pentacles. And this is about fairness. I mean, this is about balance as well. And also giving. I mean, there is someone having this scale, holding it so that it will be fair, but actually giving to one of these beggars and not to the other, wanting something, ignoring that one. And so this one who seemed to have a lot. In this card, it differs how this one looks, but sometimes I think it is also about remembering to give oneself also what you need yourself. But in this card, I think it's more so about thinking about your, whatever your riches are, in what level, to really be fair in it, in the way you give, not have favorites, high someone, and also to not ignore someone's need. Just be, I mean, yeah, really be fair. It's what it says. So give, I guess it's as an answer to love there. I guess you and I need to give that where it's needed, the love and the resources we have to share them. And also now, related to this. My dad's wife passing away yesterday, or passing over, not away. Where can we go? But I think that I mean it's so quick, this life. Even although her process this last month was extremely quick, still, it's a very, very short flicker of time we are here. So in my mind, especially when I'm really, I have some common sense. Not all the time is what I feel, but anyways, and that must be what we are here to do, to share the most valuable, to give that away so that it can benefit more, and they can also share it to others. Why should we like hold on to stuff that could benefit others as well, as long as we also do have what we need? But the abundance that we have in whatever area, I think that is something we are here to share with others. We are like the same, and maybe not the same, but at least we belong together, whether we like it or not, all of us. So yeah, yeah. This was more general love message than on love relationship topic, because I think unless you have like poly relationships, but I don't think it represents that though. So yeah, I will end now, but it was awesome to talk to you, even if there was no one actively here right now. But I will check in soon again, and hopefully you are here then. And I hope also I will be able to film soon while I do this, so you can see it at the same time. So it won't be just audio. Bye for now.